10.
10 seconds. Stand by on the open.
5.
Check the time.
4.
Here we go.
3.
Time to call 1-800-LAW-1010.
1.
And take open.
Starting now, this is your local news leader, News 10 ABC in the morning.
Take the third.
Protesters from Alaska to New York, including here in the capital region, protesting President Donald Trump and Elon Musk in a series of hands-off rallies, demanding a stop to the decisions being made for
Ready, next
America.
VO.
We'll recap the demonstrations.
And take VO.
And recognizing the challenges living crime victims face while remembering those who did not survive their ordeal. How Saratoga County will mark National Crime Victims' Rights Week.
And take next VO.
And in today's Upside, an
And ready,
actress
camera
from
two.
Albany on tour with a Broadway show will perform in a concert tonight at Cohoes Music Hall. Her advice to young people who share her passion for musical theater.
Take 2.
Good morning and thank
Take
you
lower
so much
third,
for joining
and
us
build
on this
boxes.
Sunday at 9 a.m. I'm News 10 ABC's Juliana
Drop lower
Bruno.
third. Ready, boxes.
We're here to start your week off as best we can.
And take
Unfortunately,
boxes.
forecast this morning, not our best and brightest, but hey, we get a mix of everything in spring, right, Kevin?
We sure do. We expect this around these parts. No 70s this week, that's for sure. Matter of fact, I have a more February-like day on my 7-day
And ready,
forecast.
camera
Yeah,
1.
and it's great. Great. Let's go ahead and talk
Take
about
1.
some rain this morning that continues to the south and east of all
take
the
Kevin's
Jersey
super.
from Cheshire,
Killer Mike.
Massachusetts, over my right shoulder,
And
cloudy,
generic.
gloomy, and still raining out this way. We're drying out in Albany. We're
And drop lower
mostly
third.
dry to the north and west,
And
outside
ready,
of a
walk.
few straight showers. Let's walk and talk
Walk and
about the
talk.
radar. We've got that steady rain, deeper green, some yellow colors over portions of Columbia
Yeah,
and Berkshire
camera 3
counties,
next.
continuing to our east, up towards the north and west, just those spotty showers. That is the theme for what you can expect for the remainder of the day. But for now, as you work your way towards Valatia, Ghent, Pittsfield, Adams, and over towards Bennington, points to the south, and then along the thruway, still raining at a pretty good clip. But as you work your way towards Albany, Schenectady, Saratoga Springs, Glens Falls, we are in the process of drying things out. Temperatures have been stagnant. 44, Albany, North Adams, 43 in Bennington, Pittsfield at 42, as is Hudson, 40 in Cobleskill. You have to go up to the Adirondacks, where it's been more consistently dry this morning, to find yourself in the mid to upper 30s. So this boundary is going to get stuck just to our south and east, and as a result, while we dry out for the second half of the day today, another wave of low pressure is going to ride along this boundary and bring us a little bit of wintry weather overnight and into early tomorrow morning. So the rain chances go down for the remainder of the day before spiking up once again for the night tonight. Again, wintry weather expected. Not a ton of snow accumulation, trust me. The snow map is one of the most pathetic things I've seen. However, it's the timing that I'm most concerned about. It might be a coating of snow, but if it falls around 7 a.m., that could make for a tricky commute. So down to around 34, precipitation after midnight, especially south and east of the Mohawk Valley. Morning snow showers, a little bit of mix, mid-morning onwards, 44 for the high. And Tuesday, this is what I'm talking about, 38, but with gusts above 40 miles an hour, it's going to feel like it's in the teens and 20s.
Ready, camera 3.
So we'll walk you through, very complicated forecast with a little wintry weather before more spring-like conditions return towards the end of it, coming up in about 15 minutes. Juliana.
And
See
take
you
3.
soon, Kevin. Thank you.
Ready, VO.
Around 1,200 hands-off demonstrations happened across the nation in response to President Trump's agenda.
And take VO
Multiple
and take lower third.
demonstrations were right here in the capital region. Crowds were rallying against Trump's policies regarding Social Security, Medicaid, civil rights, and more. Listen to two of the protesters in Albany's West Capitol Park explain what brought them out on a rainy Saturday.
And take some.
Diversity is a fact.
Kathy?
How we handle it is a moral question for today. But we're not going to make people that aren't like us go away. We all are here together, and we need to support each other.
You know, our rights are being taken away day by day by day. They say they're not, but as a woman, I
And
would
take
disagree
lower
with
third.
that. And as a teacher, I disagree with what they're doing with the education.
Drop it. Ready, VO.
And in the nation's capital, thousands also demonstrated in support of Palestine and called for the release of students and activists detained by ICE for being part of the pro-Palestinian movement. Protesters say the country is facing a national crisis.
And take some.
We will advance this fight until the bombs stop dropping on our people, until our students are free, and until every Palestinian returns to his rightful land.
The White House has yet to comment on the protests.
And take 3.
An early morning fire yesterday in Brunswick, leaving 2 people and 2 pets displaced. News 10's
Ready
Ireland
package?
Walker was there as crews were responding.
And take package.
Once a home on McChesney Avenue in the
generic.
town of Brunswick, now seemingly a total loss.
Ready
We had
J.
the Rensselaer County Sheriff's Office arrive within 4 minutes. They noticed heavy fire condition on the second
Take
floor
J.
of the house. Both occupants were out of the house, plus a dog and a cat were both out of the house at the time when they arrived.
Jay Wilson, the
seconds.
director of public safety for Rensselaer County, says shortly after 6 o'clock Saturday morning, a resident in the home called the Rensselaer County 911 center for help.
We're on the weekend, so thank God. So we have a lot of the volunteers around. We had a lot of good crews of firefighters here.
2 people, as well as a cat and a dog, managed to get out of the home. They're all currently staying with family. Nearly half a dozen fire departments responded to the fire, which Wilson said allowed them to spread out.
They were on all 4 sides of the building. When they do that, they go to all 4 sides. It was
1
also
minute.
hard. There's solar panels on the roof of this building too, so we have to watch out for them because they're still powered, and we can't shut that power off. So we have to watch the firefighter safety with the solar panels.
In addition to the manpower, Wilson said a fire hydrant beside the front lawn allowed them to get water directly on the flames shortly after they all arrived.
The good thing is they have hydrants here in the town of Brunswick, so that helps out the fire department immensely. So they had enough water, but the fire was going pretty good. There was a little bit of wind, and it was up in the second floor, and it was up in the attic already.
30
Wilson
seconds.
said this incident presents an important reminder for every homeowner.
The smoke detectors are most important. I don't know, we haven't found that out yet if there's any working smoke detectors.
Stand by
but
camera
please,
3.
if you have smoke detectors home, change the batteries, check them every month to make sure they work.
The cause of the fire is currently being investigated by the Rensselaer County Bureau of Public Safety Fire Investigators. Reporting in Brunswick, Ireland Walker, News
Ready
10
3.
ABC.
Take 3.
The Saratoga County
Build
District
CG2.
Attorney's Office is remembering those affected by crime
Ready,
today
VO full screen.
for the start of National Crime Victims' Rights Week.
And take
Today
VO full
at 3,
screen.
a vigil will be held at the Town of Wilton Gavin Park Gym. The event includes reflections of crime victim survivors, a lighting of a candle ceremony,
Ready on
and
camera 3.
a display of the crime victim's scroll, followed by a reception.
And take 3.
The city of Troy
Build
is having a
CG2.
parade today to remember Althea G. Singleton, a beloved community leader known for her dedication to education.
Ready full screen. Take
the
full
parade
screen.
will feature local schools, marching bands, community groups, and decorated vehicles. Following the parade, a reception will be held at School 2 Elementary, and they'll offer light refreshments and music. Family members, community leaders, and friends will speak about Singleton's contributions to the community. The parade starts at Oakwood
Ready,
Community
3.
Center at 11 this morning.
And take 3.
The 50th annual
Build
Whitewater
the half
Derby
screen,
and the Anything That
CG4.
Floats races are taking over Mechanicville today.
And take
the event
CG4.
is hosted by the Mechanicville Area
S-band.
Community Services Center. Live entertainment, a DJ, and family activities will be available throughout
Stand
the
by
day.
open.
The Derby starts at noon, and participants will attempt to navigate the rapids, starting at O'Reilly Auto Parts and ending at the Mechanicville City Dock.
Ready upside
the Anything
open.
That Floats race begins at 2:30.
And take the open. Stand by 3.
Time for today's upside.
And take 3.
It's somewhat of a homecoming for an actress on the Broadway national tour of Funny Girl. As the production stops in Schenectady for a run of performances,
Ready,
one
VO.
Albany High School alum knows her way around a bit better than her castmates.
And take VO.
Annabelle
Take lower
Duffy's
third.
story in the performing arts goes back to when she was 9 years old and auditioned for her first musical at the Steamer 10 Theater in Albany.
we'll drop
Lots
the
of
lower third.
memorable
Ready,
roles
set.
at Park Playhouse and other local theaters followed. In 2018, she won the award for Best Actress at the High School Musical Theater Awards for her portrayal of Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray at Albany High, but it's understudying for the Funny Girl lead Fanny Bryce that Duffy calls her lifelong dream come true.
And takes up.
I think our
take
stories are
Annabelle
quite
over
similar
third.
in that, somebody that wants to
And Ray
pursue the
generic
arts
lower
but is a bit
third.
unconventional and is not sort
we'll
of
take
your
a
standard
generic.
showgirl, but still has something to offer through humor and heart. And I love this
Drop the
story.
lower.
It's one of the best scores in musical theater. Julie Stein truly just, it's iconic. Obviously made it iconic by Barbara Streisand, but I think our cast does a pretty good job of holding a candle to it.
Duffy studied musical theater
Ready,
at
next
Carnegie
up?
Mellon University, where she graduated in 2023. She shares some advice for anyone who wants to put themselves out there and audition for their first show, but might be nervous to embark on something new.
And takes up.
I say go for it.
Annabelle
I think
again?
theater is such a fabulous outlet as a young person. I think
And
it can
generic?
help you socialize. It brings friendships. It allows you to kind of escape into these other worlds. And
Drop the
regardless
lower
of
third.
whether you
Ready,
pursue it
3.
professionally, I think it's just such a wonderful, wonderful community. The Capital Region particularly has such a fabulous theater community that I think fosters so many great spaces for young people.
And take 3.
Now, Annabelle did not have any scheduled performances as Fanny Bryce
Ready,
Moore
push.
at Proctor's, but audiences can see her perform tonight at Cahoe's Music Hall in a special concert, one night only, featuring the songs of Funny Girl and more. It's at 7 p.m. and it's free.
And take a push.
If you have a story for the upside, you can
Girls
send
loaded.
us your
Ready,
ideas
3.
to our email. It's on your screen, news@news10.com.
And take 3.
It's 9:10 right now on your
And
Sunday
tease music.
morning. The American labor force
Ready,
is
VO?
growing even more than expected.
Take VO.
Why
Take the lower
economists
third.
are still warning, though, of turbulence ahead for America's economy.
Right, next VO.
And
Take
another
VO.
round of severe weather has
Next
swept
lower
across
third.
the Midwest and
Stand
South.
by,
The
back door.
devastating images and the relief efforts underway.
And take the back door.
You're watching News 10 ABC, your local news leader, with Juliana Bruno and meteorologist Kevin Appleby.
Roll it.
Rolling break, 3 minutes.
3 minutes break.